gosh, what are you doing? Oh God, we're playing? Oh God! Oh God! Were you cleaning something? I was cleaning my belly. Your belly? Is that what that was? I noticed like lots of different ways to like try to mimic masturbation sound effects. With your mouth where you're like, yeah, that's the one that I was doing. Is that what you were doing? Yeah. Like that. Is there other ways? Like, you could just do it with your mouth. That was just entirely with my mouth. Kind of like making the sound that you would if you were like pretending to be a mouse. Wait, what kind of sound makes you sound like you're being a mouse? Oh, kind of like you're burrowing or something, like you're like you seeds into your mouth. Yeah, like you're chewing on something. Like a dick. Seeds in your mouth. Sounds like something a whore would do. Oh, whore shaming. Yay. Slut shaming is one of my 5 favorite hobbies. Along with collecting stamps. Collecting stamps? Do people still do that? I don't know. Oh, I also like to harass elderly. Harass elderly people? What do you say to them? I also forgot my car in the first room. I literally left it in there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Car? I'm so sorry. Dude, where's my car? I took it and I sold it for drug money. Gotta get my cocaine fix. Drug money. Drugs, money. Drug money? Lots of things like, since the gamepad is where our menu is, sometimes we like stop doing stuff for a second to look at our gamepad, and all of a sudden we're just standing there. Tyler, I'm addicted to rugs. Rugs? I have a rug addiction. Are you friends with that one guy from Ocarina of Time in the Desert? Oh my God, I love that guy! Yeah, he's a great guy. His hair reminds me of... There's actually... So I'm starting to realize that... Do they have... No, because he lives in Washington, so they probably just have lots of water stores. But I actually went into a vape shop a couple days ago. Oh, there's one right down the road. Yeah, there's a lot of them where I live. And I was wondering, like, why there's so many of them now. And I went into one, and I realized that pretty much they sell tons of, like, weed. And I was like, oh, all of these shops are opening, so once we just legalize the possibility soon where I live, they're just opening so they can be the first to make bank when it does. Well, also, those places, because weed isn't obviously illegal in a lot of places, they still sell, they're capable of selling the pipes and everything for all that stuff. When you're against the puck, center gets high marks. Right, yeah, you can use it for tobacco. So, like, they're capable of selling that stuff. But they surely know that. They know that people are using it for weed. But they can legally, it's like a reach around. Yeah, a reach around, that's something entirely different. It's something entirely different. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. You didn't mean for the reach around to happen? No. I just wanted to touch the D. Clearly, grab it and hug it with my hand. Oh God, this has gone to a much darker place than I had hoped. Well, it's dark right now because the pants are off. Have you ever tried vaping? Some shots. I've actually, the first time I tried it was with Yoshida Mario, of all people. Really? Yeah, he does seem like the kind of person that would vape. He's from Britain. They all do. They all think it's crazy. It's British kids fucking terrify me. Yoshida Mario terrifies. He is so scary. Why? I don't understand. Have you ever seen that show where they have like these really delinquent teenage kids, usually from England, and they go to America and have really strict Christian parents? What? What the hell is even reality TV anymore? It's actually kind of interesting. They put like really bad kids with really strict parents to straighten them out. Oh, I got eaten by the floor! You got eaten by the floor? The floor ate me! Where does it even send me back to? Does it send me all the way back to the beginning? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, that's good. To the slot. I think you're ahead of me. I haven't even seen the floor master yet. And that's directly up the wing to Cullen. Carried toward the woodwork by Cullen. And that was routine. Oh, floor master? Isn't that like floor? Isn't that a pimp? Isn't that a pimp? Yeah. Did you hear that? I don't know if that's it might be legalized soon. I was gonna say I don't know if that's a sentence, but yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's already legal in Nevada.
He gets through. Great.
It has been for a long
I
time.
was just in Nevada and I didn't get a prostitute.
You should have wasted time. You've wasted your entire life.
Well, at first I was like, why did they do it like that? But then I was watching Philip DeFranco, and he was talking about why legalizing it is a good thing. And it's a good thing because it makes it safer for prostitutes who prostitute anyways.
Right, yeah, it also, like, regulating it will make it safer for everyone.
Yeah, well, first off, if, like, someone is, like, a girl that's a prostitute, and the guy, like, abused her or something, she can go to the police and be like, hey, this guy abused me, I was a prostitute.
Right, it's also a profession that's old as the fucking hills, so.
Yeah. There's a song by Cobra Starship called Prostitution.
So all of us get a break here before the start of the second period.
Straight, son.
Only one goal scored. And
Oh,
two
fuck, I
periods
just
yet
got
to
captured
go.
by the floor master, too.
Now for a look at
Right?
shots on goal.
Fuck those guys.
6 for the Oilers.
Fucking
What a
bitches.
Rudy.
5 for
Fucking
the
bitches, if you ask me.
And here is the one
Rudy's
that
got the
has
chalk,
created the mark.
chalk done. Who's
It
got
is
the
a
chalk?
one-goal game.
Rudy's got the chalk!
Chalk Zone. That is one kid show that I barely ever watched. I know nothing about Chalk Zone.
I used to love it as a kid, and then I really wanted to watch it, but I couldn't find it on any website. Well, the ones I looked at on Netflix and Hulu. And I was like, huh, I went to iTunes and I bought that first season for like $7. So I'm like, oh, I'm already used to it.
Pittsburgh's coming
I
off
watched
the
like
first
3
period where they
episodes
had
and it
the
was
puck
so
under
bad.
stick a lot, but nothing to show for it.
I don't understand how they enjoyed it.
I'm telling
That's
them
kind of
we
the
need
way
to play more as
of
a
kids
team,
shows in general,
and
I
it's
think.
less as individuals. I
Yeah,
saw
I think
way too many one-on-one.
You
I
remember
watched
them being
Rugrats
better.
the other day. Not Rugrats, it's a bad example. I was watching Barney and I was like, how come I don't enjoy this as much as I did when I was a kid?
One comes right on his stick. Not very long.
Dude, I used to love Barney. Like when I was a really little kid, I used to love Barney.
Picks it up in his
Oh, me
own
too.
end.
I watched it all the time.
And then as I got older, my little brothers and I think you're in the same boat.
Goes off the board.
So I ended up watching some of that stuff when I was older than kids normally would watch it because my little brother was watching it. So it was kind of a unique perspective to see both sides of it, you know.
Yeah, I actually, my little sister loved Dora the Explorer, so I saw a lot of it when I was younger. But I actually kind of enjoyed Dora the Explorer, even when I was too old to watch Dora the
Get a
Explorer.
2-minute penalty.
On the map.
I feel like that's
Penalty's got to hurt with the way the equipment
about, even though they might be too old to know about it.
They've modernized it. They modernized
They
it.
actually,
Penguins have relied a
I like
lot
it when
on
they
their
make
power
like
play
kid
this
shows
season.
entertaining
It's
enough
been
for
so
adult
good
stuff.
for them. It's often been the
Right?
deciding
Oh my God!
factor.
They
That
don't
should
have to
be
do
an
with that.
advantage
I won't
tonight
watch
against
it,
a
and
team
they
that
wouldn't
really
say
struggles
Sesame
with
Street
power
is the
play.
best at that.
Discipline,
That's
as
how.
always, will be a
Sesame
huge
Street.
key to
I've
this
never
game.
seen Sesame
Power
Street.
play
I
meter
was
is still running. It's
Sesame
taken
Street.
by
Go back and look at some old Sesame Street stuff. And some of the newer stuff too. Sesame Street does like YouTube videos because they're really good at keeping
Get it out of the zone. Can he
yeah.
generate something?
And yeah, no, there's a lot of just like they did a Breaking Bad parody.
They did something with Katy
And
Perry.
the arm of the referee
They
comes
did a
up.
Breaking Bad parody. So that was really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I still like,
I think it was a Breaking Bad parody.
still random enough for children to understand what's happening without seeing the show.
Pittsburgh's penalty is a
Yeah, of course.
minor here.
And why would children watch that show? That's the point.
Referees are looking for that particular play
Yeah,
where
it's
the
really
player
cool.
drops his
Yeah,
free
and it
hand
was all
off
like
the
learning
stick and
like
reaches
numbers
in.
and shit.
2-minute holding.
And like,
One of my favorite shows as a kid was
More
Zoo.
ice out there, Doc.
dude,
4-on-4.
could you speak WW?
I
Good
couldn't.
job tying the man up on the face.
No, I wish I could speak
Teammate comes
WWE.
in.
I can speak gibberish.
My dad could.
No, I couldn't.
My dad could.
Either that, but I was
The Oilers tell it off.
So Zoom, I don't know if you knew this. Zoom is a show that was.
Here, pause real fast. 1, 2, 3, pause.
Play time running. It's collected
1,
by
2,
Lechestu.
3,
Go.
go.
Edmonton's
And
got a
we're
minor
back.
penalty
Having a
here for
slight pause.
interference.
My
Yeah.
roommate was downloading some porn or something that was fucking on the internet, and they had like delayed basketball.
God damn it, Squill. So yeah, so I was saying, Zoom is actually the show that you probably watched as a kid. Is actually a
So they will
remake
put
of
the
a
puck
show
in
from the
play
70s.
with
By
both
the
teams
same
short of
name.
man.
Yeah, it was originally in the 70s. So my dad, and it was the same concept. My dad actually would speak WW when I was watching it as a kid. Like he would speak in WW, and I would like not know what the fuck he's saying.
Their penalty. Now they're on the man advantage.
Right?
WW. I just love the name of that.
Forcing
Did you
it to
ever, because I know they like
Good
took
skill by both goalie and
ideas
shooter.
from people for the show, and you got mail-in things. Did you ever mail
Takes
anything
it up
in?
near the board.
No.
I did it as a kid. I was like in kindergarten and I made up some game with straws. And I just did it to them. And they never did it.
A game with straws? I remember them doing they did an egg drop cast. It was really cool. It was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. I think literally all the game was I like pick up 6 straws instead of 6.
You were a very creative child. Very clearly.
Yeah, it was. I wish my parents would have told me it was a really bad idea. I bet they opened the letter and just like burst out laughing once they started reading it. I don't think that that's how they mailed them some straws.
Classy. Amazing. Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up because I really liked that show as a kid. I really liked that show.
There was 2 PBS shows on that, and did you ever watch Cyberchase?
Cyberchase?
Cyberchase.
I also liked Cyberchase when I was a child.
Yeah.
And anybody who's older than us right now, even a couple years, it's probably like, wow, like what even? Because I just barely was young enough to watch that show. I think.
No, I'm pretty sure I watched that show in like 5th and 6th grade.
Right, you're younger than me. By a little bit.
By like 5 months.
Well, I'm also, I don't know, maybe I was a more mature kid. Maybe I was a more mature kid. I think I was in 2nd grade when that show came out, and I remember watching it and enjoying it, and then I didn't watch it after that.
I just love Snap, so I love Cyber.
I love Snap too, dude. Love being a I was, and then a nerd. Yeah, but I'm not as much of a nerd as I could be. I know that
I'm
sounds
trying to
weird.
find the perfect balance of being a nerd, but still being like relatable
Calvert's
to.
positioning here is a little bit off. He's dropped in.
Well, the rest of the world are now all nerds, so.
Yeah, it makes it easy. I think balance is everything.
This game tied, setting the stage for a raucous finish to their 2nd period and a bombastic third.
Scales balance everything in life. It's true.
And they
You're not wrong.
Straight
Now,
out.
Fuck you.
Am I ever wrong? Listen, one time I've been wrong about something.
You were wrong about me, Tyler. This thing's over there, right? You were wrong about me.
You're really the culprit. You really stole the cookie from the kitchen.
I could have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids.
I hate this mini boss. Like the mini boss in this dungeon is probably one of the hardest things in the game.
Alright.
Because he makes iron knuckles appear, and then like right when you kill the iron knuckles, and it's like Moblin. Yeah, there's an extreme of that.
You just have to like go back and forth. You have to be really quick with stuff. It makes it a lot easier. This one is a lot easier than in the original because you have the ability to move around in first person. So like you can move around when you have your bow out.
I literally just learned about that just now. That's so cool.
Like literally just now.
Like literally 2 seconds before you said that.
That makes that boss like world easier than like the original, but it's still hard. There's a lot of enemies as a problem.
Yeah. You kind of have to be able to find the perfect. You have to like start hitting him before we can make it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the enemies that he makes appear are like so difficult to where you can't hit him before he makes more enemies hitting you.
Right, like the fucking golden iron knuckles.
What?
Why?
Why are they made of gold? Too expensive.
And also not a really good material to make armor out of.
Yeah, exactly. You can make it out of steel, and it's like a millionth of the price.
And also stronger.
Yeah. They just like to be flashy. They care more about their appearance and their lives.
I never understood the concept behind gold swords.
The Penguins get
Because gold swords, I mean, swords in general are just shit.
You
Like,
carry
they
your stick
break
around
easy.
like that more times
Well,
than
the
not.
Jordan mask, we use it with gold to make it stronger.
That's not even how science works.
That wasn't thought through very well.
The Oilers power
That's
play
not
gets
even
a
remotely
little
on you, Miyamoto.
Hasn't been effective
Yeah,
yet.
well, your fault, Miyamoto. Even though it was,
Hey, lightning like left
no,
side.
Sakurai.
You can't ask
Sakurai
for a better opportunity
Hey,
to
take
score
your
a goal.
goal.
Enuma.
Great glove save.
Okay. And there's Iwata. So sad. Have we talked about Iwata versus?
We have not talked about, Ichiro Iwata.
I'm very satisfied with that.
Winger takes that puck and steps away. That was a terrific tie.
Yeah, I mean, he worked on, and he even coded some of
So
the
on this power
most
play,
famous
they
Nintendo
will
games.
resume from their own end of the ice.
I think it was
Let's
Earthbound.
put that one as an offside into the training video.
Yeah, like I don't know what he did exactly. I don't know the history behind it, but he helped in some way with that. And like he was apparently he was a really good programmer.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him.
I just know he was important.
It's actually really interesting because when he passed, like a lot of history of like some of the really cool things he did. It was actually really interesting to see all the the awesome things
They
he
must retreat.
accomplished in his life.
Start back again.
People don't care much about other people.
And play stopped because of an offside.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when it came to 10 people care about.
And so we've been on the receiving
Yeah,
end
no,
more
people
than a
can't
few
care
of
about him.
these
He was
things.
also like
This
very
is why
obvious.
you
Like
retire from
if beforehand, it's like what does he do? I mean, he's the president of Nintendo of America. He must have gotten that title somehow, you know.
Under
And
3 minutes gone
that's how
in this
you like
period.
learn about
And so
all
it
his
is
history before he
1-1.
was
Edmonton's got another
before he
face-off
was
win.
president that got him that title in the first place.
Got an ice
You know?
in
Before
here.
Robin Williams died, I
Up
can
the
only
wing
list
with it
like
now.
one movie with Robin
A
Williams.
2-on-2
Now
moving
that he
on.
died, I can just like
Still time on this power play, but not much. Pittsburgh's
Yeah, it's
gotten
true.
back in. Penalty
Oh
kill.
man, Robin Williams. I watched a Robin Williams movie recently.
That's an RV. That's my favorite one.
Oh my god, I hate RV. One of the why? It's not that I hate the movie. I actually like the movie, but I have a negative association with it because that's when my DS got stolen. That was the day that my DS got stolen. The day that I went to the RV.
That's actually, isn't that kind of weird how you can have like a
Carry
negative
to
association
center
with
ice.
something because something else in your life
Moves to
happens
the
at
corner.
the same time?
In
Yeah.
the
I was thinking
slide.
I had this friend, and her girlfriend.
Long lead pass to Yakupov.
Why? What?
Picks it up in his own end.
Yeah, because I'm the one to judge lesbians. Like what?
Worked up the wing to Hackaway.
But when she like broke up with her girlfriend, she refused to listen to like 3 or 4 artists that I loved. And then she said, never mind,
Picked up by Taylor Hall.
Yeah, negative associations could be a big
Moves
thing.
it to the
And
shadow
it
of the
really
board.
irritated me because like she was like the person I talked to and listened to music with, like that was
Could be
like
trouble near the
pretty
line.
much.
Oh,
Like all
great
the things she
reaction
was
there. That one was tipped on goal.
That puck changed direction in front
Girl,
of the goaltender.
And music,
for obnoxious.
music is also the thing that is most
Sometimes
easily
you just know
associated
where to go
with.
with the puck. Guys, this is an excellent shot, but the goaltender makes an
Yeah,
excellent
well, actually, no. Smell is the biggest, but then right behind smell is.
Smells? Really?
Yeah, smells. It's a thing.
I guess so.
But you have to believe me because you don't actually know.
The Oilers.
I bet that's more of a subconscious thing than a...
No, it's. I mean, it is subconscious, but so is the music thing.
Because I can't think of any smells that remind me of things that I used
No,
to
you,
use.
no, but when that's not what that's not what I mean. No, you don't like think of a smell and then associate it. You smell something and then that automatically like associates you with the thing you smelled before.
Okay, I got it. I smell what you're stepping in.
God, why do I talk
And
to you?
on to Ellis.
Good question.
I wonder this very frequently.
And the puck gathered in by Puglia.
I associate
Pass up
lots
the
of
way
music
to
albums
Hornquist.
with things that I've done in the past, like times in my life.
Rock to the
Like what
glass.
music I was listening to
Pell
when it happened in my life.
Back
Yeah.
near the blue line.
Like
That's
this
the
summer, I would say the album this summer that's going to remind me of this summer.
Back in his defensive end again. Gets in. What'll he do? Oh, he made him zig when he should have zagged, didn't he? Got a piece of that one.
Don't get my body.
Letting off to Bonino.
That frame I didn't get as big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. But damn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches.
To Letestu. Good distance on
Get up
that
there,
one.
get up there, get up there.
Puck
Good,
played in
good.
the
I'm glad that you
corner by
listen to
Everett.
things that remind me of
Keeps
those
it
things.
going behind the
I'll feel
goal.
a lot of
Terrific
confidence.
open ice hit. The defense
Well,
gets
I normally
worse.
don't watch very many stuff.
Unfortunately, the puck carrier there knows he's
Yeah,
in
I
a
haven't been
hockey
to
game.
a concert
Wow,
in
what a
a long
collision.
time. I don't go to concerts very often.
Chance. Nice job with the
Yeah,
bad
I just saw Charlie at EPX.
covers and holds on.
Oh yeah.
That is.
No, only from what you mentioned.
She is the girl, she's mostly known for, she sang the chorus in Fancy.
A good tie up on the
So
faceoff.
fancy.
Oh, a save
Hear
there.
that song?
Another shot.
Only because you mentioned it before to me.
Shot.
Have you never actually heard that song before?
I
Moves
probably
ahead
have.
to start something.
Well, that's what she was for.
Slices
That's
through
really
the
great song.
neutral
I wasn't a
zone.
huge fan of her until I saw her live. That's how it's been for a lot of artists I've seen this summer. But I wasn't really a big fan of them